Imagine a crew so broken that the world government literally deleted them from history. We're talking about Whitebeard, Kaido, and Big Mom, all on the same ship. They weren't just a pirate crew, they were a walking natural disaster. But on a ship full of monsters, who was actually the strongest? Was it Prime Whitebeard or the mysterious captain himself? Today, we rank the top 10 strongest rocks pirates, from the legends you forgot to the literal gods of the verse. Let's dive in. Starting us off at number 10, we have Gloriosa, also known as Elder Neon. Now, before you laugh because she's a tiny old lady in the current timeline, remember this. She was the former empress of Amazon Lily and captain of the Kuja pirates. Prime Gloriosa was a beast. She survived the fatal love sickness, left her island, and was strong enough to sail with rocks. We can safely assume she had advanced armament hockey because, well, she's a Kuja empress. Honestly, seeing how Stussy looks young, Gloriosa was probably a stunner back in the day too. Coming in at number 9 is Gangster Marlin. This guy was one of the founding members of the crew. Before joining Rocks, he was a mafia don in the West Blue. We don't know his devil fruit yet, but he's always seen carrying a rifle, suggesting he's a top-tier sniper. Zebek personally recruited him, and if the man who wants to rule the world asks you to join his team, you are definitely not weak. His leadership skills alone put him on this list. Moving up to number 8, we have Wang Ji, also known as Ochoku. This guy is a legend. After the Rock's crew fell apart, he didn't just retire, he took over Hachinosu, Pirate Island, and ruled it for decades. Think about how insane that is. He controlled the most chaotic island in the New World until the Rocky Port incident. It literally took Blackbeard, Trafalgar Law, and Kobe working together just to dethrone him. Even Oda treats him as an elite legend, so putting him here is a no-brainer. At number 7, we have the infamous Captain John. Yes, the guy whose treasure Buggy has been chasing for 1,000 episodes. Captain John was famous for being incredibly greedy and hoarding treasure, which eventually got him killed by his own crew. But don't let that fool you. Even as a zombie in Thriller Bark, he was strong. To be a core member of Rocks and hoard that much wealth in the New World, you have to be a monster. His legacy lives on through his treasure, but his strength was definitely the real deal. Oh, and real quick, if you are enjoying this deep dive into the most broken crew in One Piece history, hit that subscribe button and drop a like. It helps the channel way more than you think. Anyway, let's get to the heavy hitters. At number 6, we have Big Mom, Charlotte Linlin. Even back then, she was a walking catastrophe. She destroyed a village in Elbath when she was just 5 years old. On the Rocks ship, she already had the soul fruit and invincible skin. She was strong enough to clash with anyone. Plus, she's the one who gave Kaido his devil fruit at God Valley, basically creating the strongest creature. She went on to create a massive empire, Totoland, and clashed with Kaido for 3 days straight in Wano. She's a natural-born destroyer. At number 5, we have the mysterious Silver Axe. We don't know much about him yet, but Sengoku mentioned him in the same breath as Whitebeard and Kaido. That alone puts him in the elite tier. His visual design is sick, full armor and a massive axe. He's confirmed to be a rival of Shiki, and you don't rival the Golden Lion unless you have some serious hockey. I'm betting he has Conqueror's hockey, no doubt. Coming in at number 4 is Shiki the Golden Lion. This man was a direct rival of Gold Roger. He commanded the largest pirate fleet in history before the Great Pirate Era. With the float fruit, he could levitate entire islands and battleships, dropping them on his enemies. After Roger died, Shiki attacked Marineford alone. It took Prime Garp and Prime Sengoku teaming up just to stop him, and they still destroyed half of Marineford in the process. He was the first person ever to escape Impel Down. The man is a menace. And at number 3, we have Kaido. Back on the Rocks crew, he was technically an apprentice, but let's be real, he was a prodigy. He was a child soldier from the Bodka Kingdom, sold to the Marines, escaped, and joined Rocks at 15. During the God Valley incident, he ate the Azure dragon fruit, gaining insane durability. We know what he becomes, the strongest creature, the man who lifts islands while fighting 5 supernovas at once. Even as a rookie, his potential was terrifying enough to be ranked this high. Speaking of legendary swordsmen, I actually covered the strongest blade users in detail. There's an info card popping up right now if you want to check that out after this. But now we have reached the God tier. At number 2, Edward Newgate, aka Whitebeard, the strongest man in the world. The only man who could stand equal to the Pirate King, Gold Roger. He had the Quake fruit, the power to destroy the world. We saw him at Marineford, old and sick, taking 267 sword wounds, 152 bullets, and 46 cannonballs, and he still died standing. So why is he number 2? Because on this crew, he was a subordinate. He followed the captain. And that implies the captain was on a whole other level. And finally, at number 1, the strongest of them all, Rox D. Sebek. This man is the biggest mystery and the biggest threat in history. His ambition wasn't just to be Pirate King, he wanted to be king of the world. He knew the forbidden history. He targeted celestial dragons directly, and he kept monsters like Whitebeard, Kaido, and Big Mom in line. It took the combined force of Gold Roger and Monkey D. Garp, the 2 strongest characters of their era, teaming up just to defeat him. That feat alone puts him at the very top of the food chain. And if you're still hungry for more One Piece madness, you need to watch this video right here. Trust me, it's the perfect follow-up to what we just talked about. Go give it a watch. Subscribe to FortuNeko, hit the bell, and I'll catch you in the next one.